Have you ever felt utterly exhausted, frantically cramming for a high-stakes exam you never even registered to take? That frantic panic mirrors the daily, maddening tightrope walk between holding on to who you actually are and meeting the endless expectations of others. It creates a specific kind of physical and mental fatigue. You end up navigating a plastic world while wearing a mask that is just a little too tight. The sheer exhaustion drains you because you are pouring all your energy into memorizing lines for a cultural play you never even auditioned for. This deep burnout is the inevitable result of operating under a strict, invisible set of rules you never actually agreed to follow. We are all handed an invisible handbook the moment we are born. Think of it as the ultimate conformist's manual, packed with unwritten instructions for how to pretend. It dictates those mundane, soul-crushing behaviors we all recognize, forcing a polite smile while miserable, and nodding along enthusiastically when you completely disagree with the room. The manual requires a compliance badge. This takes the form of societal uniforms, specific clothing, career paths, or cars, all adopted to signal to the crowd that you fit in. Curious, questioning tone. We inherently know this manual turns us into imposters. So why do we spend so much time searching its pages for neatly bulleted cheat codes to survive? Executing the instructions perfectly never results in actual happiness. It merely guarantees that you will become a total stranger in your own life. Indoctrination begins as childhood conditioning, training kids to color inside the lines. As the shape rigidifies, we prioritize boundaries over expressing ourselves. Then this game continues into adulthood. The grid expands, scaling up to dictate your career, marriage, and housing. As you grow older, the pressure reaches a breaking point. The stakes of the game just get much higher, and the required costumes of conformity become significantly shinier and more demanding. Successfully navigating these adult milestones means you are hopelessly trapped at an escalating costume party that you never even wanted to attend. This chart maps the conformity economy. You sell authenticity to purchase belonging. As compliance peaks, it reveals your purchase, a societal badge and temporary approval. But here is the scam. The conditional approval evaporates the second you stop performing. True belonging operates differently than this transactional scam. A connection that you have to constantly buy through an exhausting performance isn't belonging at all. The conformist's manual is a dead-end street. It actively bankrupts your identity for a completely hollow prize. The true rebellion begins when you find the courage to walk away from the game rather than trying to master it. The transition starts with two distinct moves, metaphorically slamming that manual shut and ripping off the symbolic vest of compliance you've been wearing. The final step is choosing to show up in the world as raw, weird, unpolished, and completely authentically alive. Real rebellion relies on possessing the guts to refuse to even read society's manual, rather than simply making fun of it. Stop searching for bulleted answers in a plastic world. Instead, begin writing the authentic chapter that no conformist manual would ever dare include. Now that you've stopped reading their text, what is the title of your own book?